Hey there everybody, Shane Rick Customs back on the custom minifigure update. Today I've got a couple of things to talk about and two things to show you, including the progress that I've made on the Orn Free Taa headpiece. But I suppose we'll begin this update by just talking about what I've got coming up and a few ideas that I've just come up with. So firstly, I am starting probably today or tomorrow the Darth Baras headpiece and body armor. Someone suggested that on my channel. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, so hopefully I remember to put a little annotation on the screen thanking who suggested that for me. I've been doing a couple of just concept drawings of it, just a couple of ideas of how I'm going to be molding it and how I'll cast it, and it all seems to be going pretty straightforward in that sort of step, so I'm going to now progress to the actual modeling phase of it. Also, I have completely finished now the Bosk and the Bounty Hunter headpieces that I'm going to be sending off to ASAP Animation, so I'm just waiting for his reply to tell me what his home address is so I can send him those pieces for his animation. And that's all I've really got to cover for, up and coming stuff. I'm trying to do sort of one custom at a time and really give you guys a bit of in-depth look into the sort of stages that I'm going to be going with, and I'm also looking into downloading an editor program that will allow me to put in the corner of the screen somewhere, sort of up here, sort of a video during these updates and even during my reviews of me actually doing some sculpting and some casting, just so saying that you can look at while there's a blank screen, or it's just more visual for the eyes, so I think that will go down really nicely. But yeah, now for the things to show you, the first thing that I'm going to show you is what's going to be my next review, and that will be a Cellcat headpiece. Again, I'll just get it out of my box of headpieces. And the light that I've got currently might not do this justice because of the, it definitely doesn't show up with the light, but it's a dark bluish colour for the Cellcat headpiece. So that will probably be my next review, if I can sort out the problems with my camera. It doesn't seem to pick up the colour and the pattern on it. It seems that the contrast between the white background and the particular colour of that headpiece really just don't match well. It doesn't seem to pick up the detail in the headpiece because maybe the colour's a bit too dark. So I'm looking at ways of sussing that out. It may mean I had to buy a new camera because the camera I use is pretty old right now and doesn't really pick up detail that well. It doesn't really do the headpieces justice, so I definitely will look into buying a new camera. But the last thing I'm going to show you for this review, guys, is the progress that I made on the Orn Free Taa custom headpiece. Now, during the stages of making this Orn Free Taa custom headpiece, I have taken a few videos of the sculpting process behind it. I've got about 8 minutes of footage, me doing one of the shoulder guards, I suppose you call them, pauldrons, on the side of him. And this is what I've got so far. So as you can see, I've done the other tentacle on the other side. However, I did discover that it is a bit uneven. So this is the cast. As you can see, this is another plastic cast, like my first one. And one thing about casting is it does show you up a lot of things that you don't really notice when you're actually sculpting. So for example, when I was sculpting this in a white clay on top of the blue, it looked completely fine at this angle on the back with this pauldron here, but then I noticed that this one here should be a bit thicker than that one. It's just things that are pretty hard to pick up when you're doing different colours. It's hard to pick up certain scale things, so that's why I do casting in incremental steps. So this is now the second cast. It's probably got 2 more left in it before the final piece is done. I've also noticed that this piece up here needs to be raised up a little bit to meet the sort of difference on the side here, so I'll probably have to take a bit off of that, which means I'll have to crack out a scalping knife and a scalpel and cut some of that off and then put clay on top of that for my third cast of this headpiece. But as you can see, the front is nearly done, the detail on the front is nearly done, the back is looking extremely bare and extremely rough, but that will probably be my 4th cast where I'll finish up the back and everything, and then it'll be ready to paint and then ready for a review. So I hope you guys are liking what I've got going with this one so far. It's proven to be quite a hard little cast just because of the sort of style of the of the two pieces. I'm not exactly sure what you'd call that, how it fits onto the torso there like that. Sandwich board, something like that. But it's definitely going to be a really cool one when it's all finished. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed looking at that. And that's all I've really got to talk about for this review, guys, or this update rather. Again, if you've got any ideas, any comments, anything on your mind really, just chuck that down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I reach 300 subscribers on this channel and 60 subscribers on my main channel, which is linked down below in the description. And the giveaway will be pretty good, so I think I might do a contest or something along those lines maybe, I'm not sure. Something to the effect that, you know, there'll be first place, second place, third place, and each one will receive a custom headpiece. But yeah, that's, again, just off the top of my head. I'll have to maybe go through a little bit more of a thinking process on that. But I do want to do a certain giveaway when I get to 300 subs on this channel and 60 or 50 subs on my main channel. So check out those channels, guys, if you haven't already, and please subscribe. If you'd like to go purchase any of my headpieces, visit my eBay page, which there is also a link to down below in the description. There's nothing on there right now. I've been a bit lazy with that, I'll admit. I've just been pretty snowed under lately with work and whatnot. So it's been a bit hard to actually make headpieces, you know, for order. But I'm always open to commission ideas, guys, because then I can do updates and reviews on the channel, so it's sort of like, it's like almost like a 2-for-1. So if you would like me to do a commission piece for you, visit my blog and personal message me there, and there's also a link to my blog down below in the description. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video, and you all have a good day.